Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Melanie Smith Stamps. I am Melanie, and today I am here to go over and review a few new to me tools. Now, some of these you've seen me playing with here on my channel, and some of them you may not have seen just yet. A few of them I have gotten recently because I went to Nashville on a craft retreat, and I purchased a couple of these after I went to the craft retreat from some of our sponsors, and a couple of them have been graciously given to me through companies, and then I splurged a little bit here and got me some updated Mistis. So let me just start off with some little bells and whistles that were sent to me from Spellbinders. These are not tools, but I wanted to sneak these in because they did send these for me to share, and I wanted to make sure I shared them before I forgot. But these are some of the new colors that are in the store of the Essential Gems. Now, you guys know if you follow my channel that I love these Essential Gems. They have the tiniest of sizes and they go up to 5mm, which I like because a lot of gems have a whole bunch of the big ones and then just some small ones, whereas these have a lot of the smaller ones and then just a few of the larger ones. So I feel like you get to use all of them and not just some of them, because let's be honest, we don't need a ton of big ones. And these are just nice in that fact. These are great colors for coming up into the fall, which I think are great. We have Peridot, Smoky Topaz, Graphite, Capri Blue, which is a gorgeous teal color. Look at that. I just love that one. And then a peach blush, which will look good with all your fall. I think all of these are going to look great with fall. So these are just some of the colors. I believe there's like 8 or 9 new colors in the store. So just wanted to give you a heads up that those are there. Now, I'll just show you. Everybody knows what a Misti is, but I treated myself to a new one because my original Misti, now get this, I had the original Misti that had plastic hinges. And one of my dowels finally came out and got lost of the hinge. So I had to replace my Misti. And I did go with the black one. And it is wonderful. I like that the magnet can stay right there. And it's just like a little Cadillac. So it does have a little squeaky hinge, which I'm sure will work itself out. Just needs a little WD-40 there in the hinge. I noticed that my little mini that I also just treated myself is a little tight also, but doesn't have that squeak. I just got this little girl in the mail. So you'll see this one on a lot of videos, I'm sure. So I did get that, but look how cute when you compare them in size. Look how cute. So I did just get those, and of course, if you're new to stamping and you're new to card making, one of these is probably your #1 tool to get. So if you do not already have a Misti, I would absolutely suggest that you get one for all of your stamping, all of your sentiments, all of your large stamping, your large sets, like your large florals, anything like that you're going to stamp, get a Misti. And you will love it. So if any of you are new and need a little tutorial on that, let me know. So that is definitely a keeper. Now, Spellbinders did just send me this trimmer. This is the new guillotine trimmer on the website. It is very similar to the Tim Holtz small trimmer that a lot of you may have or may have it on your wish list. It's very similar to this one. And it is the little baby sister to this one that has been on the Spellbinders website for a while now. This is their 17-inch. Goes out to 17 inches here. And this one is both the sliding blade and do your scoring here and cutting here, which is a nice feature of this one. If you like this style trimmer, which I do tend to lean towards sometimes for certain like precise cuts, this is a great trimmer. If you like precision, if you want that tiny, tiny hair and you want to see exactly, you need these measurements over here and you need that precision, this is a great trimmer. They're neat that they both have this little handle hole up here at the top. This one also has that. Has this little hole here so you can hang it. And another neat feature about this one is this locking handle. This is probably, to me, my favorite feature, is it has this little nib here on the end. And it doesn't go all the way down when you're cutting, but once you're done cutting, you just pull it out, put it in. I like this. I think this is a great safety feature. This isn't going anywhere in your bag when you're traveling. I travel a lot on crops and retreats and stuff, and this to me is a wonderful idea. With the Tim Holtz, this isn't lockable. So now, that being said, this baby is a workhorse. This has always been my go-to trimmer. And I would have to say, if I'm comparing these two, this hands down is going to be your tough, constant, always there for you trimmer. This one has taken a little warming up to for me. It's a little, I don't know how you'd say, at first it wasn't cutting completely through down here at the bottom. And now that I'm using it a little more, it is following through. It is getting the end of the cut. Now, it wasn't at first, so I'm not sure if that's just because it needed more friction over and over again, if it was a warming up process. But I did notice at the beginning, it was giving me a jagged edge just here at the bottom of my, like my A2 cut. And it wasn't finishing, I guess is what you're saying. I'm saying down here. Now the last few I cut some thick card. I cut some, let me grab it actually, because I was testing it right before I came on here. Watercolor card, because this is one that I was having trouble with, and I wanted to see how it was doing now. Let's see. See, it's still having a little bit of trouble there at the final end. And that, I don't know. It's not doing it every time though. And it was at the beginning, it was doing it every single time. So I'm thinking it just needs to warm up because I'm getting a really good smooth edge most of the time now. So now here is 110 pound. Let me try this one. Yeah, see, it's cutting fine now. Super smooth edge. I like the features of the Spellbinders one, but this one is going to still be my hands down favorite. And that's just my honest opinion. So, I gotta be honest, and that's the whole point, right? Now, this is my brand new favorite toy. My Sweet Petunia, a glue press, okay? It holds the Nouveau bottle of glue, but you get this empty one with it so that you can fill this, oh, excuse my dog, you can fill this with any glue of your choosing, okay? I actually like Nouveau's glue because it gives me a little extra drying time, but I will be putting my Barely Art glue in this one so I can exchange it out when I want things to dry quicker, because this is my go-to glue for that. If I want something to dry quickly, I use Barely Art glue for like my embellishments and my small die cuts and things that I want to dry quickly. I use that for my precision. And then I use this for like layers mostly. But you'll see me grab this all the time. It may have the regular craft glue in it. It may have Nuvo in it. Those, my Barely Art glue and my Nuvo glue, are my two glues of choice. You cannot go wrong with either one of them. I use them both pretty much interchangeably. But I do like that Nuvo gives you more dry time when you're doing layers. So, because I have a hard time getting my layers straight. That's just me though. So the glue press keeps your bottle upside down, and all you do is you get a tiny little bit of glue there on the end, but it is always ready to glue. You never have to put a lid on it. All you have to do is put it in your glue press. It never gets clogged, which is what I wanted it for. When this goes in the glue press or in the holder, it has a little pink rubber stopper right here that tip leans into, and that makes it airtight so that it does not get air in there and it does not clog. So this just sits on your desk, and it's easier than remembering to put your pen in the little lid. So I just use it, glue, put it back in. And that just sits on your desk, and that's all you have to do. And you never have to put a pin in your glue ever again. This by far is the best $30 I think I've spent all year. So it's sold out almost everywhere. The Picket Fence Studios was a sponsor at the Nashville event, and when we got home from Nashville, that let us know as a group, our group, know that she had the press in stock. Now I do not know if she's still going to have the press in stock, but if it is in stock, I will link it below so that you know you can go over there and grab it. If anyone else has it in stock, I'll also link those locations as well. But she's who I bought it from because she was nice enough to let us know as soon as it was stocked. So I grabbed it from her, and I also grabbed these paper pouncers, which she let us use in one of the classes. And these are mini pint-size pouncers. Now we got to use these in one of our classes. The regular size is this size here, just like my LDRS dip and dab pouncers. You've probably seen me use those on a video. They're the full size. Well, the Picket Fence ones are pint size. So they're little, and they work the same way. Have the real soft sponge here. So you put it in your ink, and they're great with stenciling. That's what I'm using it for mostly, is through my stencils. So what I decided to do, because I'm using my dip and dab ink pouncers from LDRS with my hybrid and my oxide inks, I'm using these for my dye-based inks. And that way I can keep them separate. I love that they come in a rainbow, so I'll know what color family to use with each one. And they come in this rainbow, and they also come in a neutral. So I'll be able to do my grays, my blacks, and my browns also. So I went ahead and grabbed those from the Picket Fence Studio store as well. And then these dip and dab ink pouncers, you get both packs here for the one price. So you actually get 2 packages for one price. And these are the full size. Let me see here. Let me open one of them. Oh, that one's not open yet. This is the one I'm into already. This is the full size. Same thing. And this one here I've used to ink already. Same thing, just the larger size. And like I said, I'm going to use these for my hybrids and my oxides. And the big one is really good for backgrounds as well. And that's what I've used this one for so far. I did backgrounds. and oxides are great for the background. So, but keep your oxides and your hybrids separate from your dye inks. You don't want to mix and contaminate those two types of inks. So make sure you have one set designated for your dye inks. You can mix brands in your dye inks, but don't cross-contaminate it with hybrid and oxides. You don't want those pigment properties with your dye inks. So that is all my new tools that I've shared with you today. I think my number one favorite tool is, hands down, my glue press. So if I had to pick any one tool that would be on my shopping list if I were you guys, it would be hunting for this glue press. This is my favorite thing by far this year that I've bought, and I've only been using it for like 3 days. So definitely worth its money in gold. And you got to think, just the glue alone is like $8, right? So you're getting everything here. It's like $30. So it's by far the best deal. So I hope this has been helpful, and it just educates you a little bit on some of the new-ish, or not, maybe not new-ish. I mean, you guys may know about all these products, but I just have been getting them and buying them myself, and I just thought I would share them with all of you because you'll see me using them, and I don't really usually talk about them when I'm using them. I just start using them. So I just thought I would bring them out and share them with all of you. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next crafty video. Bye-bye, my friends.